didn't even know how to come here. Can't avoid doing laundry anymore, can I? You are a farmer, apparently. Excuse me, will you happen to be Paul? That's right. Who might you be? We're students from Fall's military academy. Father Zabel requested that we come here to collect Imperial carrots. Oh, is that so? Pretty sure I set up at your side for him. Can you wait a few minutes? Well, apparently I've got 24 hours a day, so... Hey, sorry for the wait. There you go. Imperial carrots. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen carrots this colour before. Likewise, they do seem nutritious though, don't they? They're actually rare enough that people present them as to the Imperial family as gifts. They're said to have Mr. Poppies stop being nutritious too, so make sure you're careful while carrying them back. Understood. Leave it to us. That should be a thing we need, right? Yeah, let's report back to Father Zerba. Oh, damn it, I burned again. That's been rough ever since my daughter left for work. Come on, in the month. Hurry up and come along so I can see her face again. This actually seems kind of depressing. We're not the other main quest for now. I'm actually going to probably see what happens after I hand these in. There might be some things I need to grab. But a custom I have in this type of game is to get the most upgraded stuff I can before I move on. So I am going to be doing some things off camera in order to get the upgraded weapons and the best quartz I can. I'm not going to go overkill. I'm not going to go and get every single quartz like 5 times over, or 6 times over even. That's not my style. I'll be grinding for the money to buy the new stuff that I need to carry on. So, with that in mind, that's the fair warning now. We couldn't really do it back in Trista unless we went to the old schoolhouse a lot, and I don't really fancy going there too often. And that's more just me personally, because it just doesn't really fit in a natural way. Like, you can... Out here, you can argue that you're just exploring the countryside and just seeing what happens there, but in Trista, it's weirder. You don't go ahead and start exploring. Hey there! I take it the job's done. It is. Allow us to give you a detailed report on it too. We can explain what happened to our lovely Orbit Light. We have the old Orbit Light here too. Thanks. I'll get this fixed up so it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters though. They were hardly a threat. We did take the request up knowing it could be dangerous after all. You military academy kids really are a tough group. Oh yeah, can't forget to give you your award now, can I? Detection. A rare quartz. I love this one. Are you sure we can take one of your quartz? Of course. It's some solid work, you know. Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need to give your orbits a checkup. There you go. It is it. Detection is a quartz I absolutely adore. Detection is analyze taken up a notch. Oh no, it's not. My apologies. Let me try that again. Detection allows you to find treasure chests on the map without if you haven't opened them up. Now, this doesn't matter who it goes on. I'd recommend putting it on one of the arch users just because of the buff. But really, I don't mean analysing you, really, do I? Or do I? Let me check your arts list. Or your crafts list even. Oh yeah, you'd be fine about that. Good. Okay. Otherwise, we do actually have some mirror we can trade in. Let's see what we can... Mirror we can? Cephif we can trade in. Can I get down there, please? Thank you. Game. Thank you. That's a good trade, actually. God damn it. Thank you. I can't get them. Well, you'd be a good one to get. Get you as well, actually. We could sell those things. Climbing around from empty. Well, it's experimental. Oops. A suddenly built two-handed sword. It's called Braver. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's not, but I like that it is a reference to Final Fantasy. It makes sense. I don't know why. Otherwise, can I get anything good? No. We can't get the light back. So we've got 2 weapons to get, and then we can start upgrading it all. Can we customize anything now? We can't. 2 of the material. Okay. That's good to know. So I need to go hunting the exurbi tomatoes. Or Tomartians. I keep calling tomatoes! Tomartians! Other quest is over here. Weird. I can hear a dog logging downstairs, really getting the crap out of me. Hello, Father. I see you've returned with the ingredients. We have. Here you go, Father. Oh, please, accept my thanks. Now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like you to accept these as well, as a token of my appreciation. Tierra Balm, a Celestial Balm. Those are really good healing items. Thank you, Father. You happen to make these as well? That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. I'll make good use of these. Good luck with the remainder of your tasks, and may Erdios' guidance be with you. So, that's what I'm going to do for outside stuff, but we're going to move on and actually read what we got. So basically, I'll finish off by reading the, not you, Carnelia reprints. Are these reprints? We've got Red Moon Rose 2, that's the interesting one. We got... okay. I stood there upright in front of the revolving door, scuffing the heels of my boots against the ground. Pulling slightly on the collar of my trench coat, I dropped my chin and gazed at my partial reflection in the curved glass. Aside from my short-cropped hair, I wore a modest-looking, double-breasted leather raincoat and a pair of special-order steel-reinforced boots, both of which at first glance appeared to be the most common apparel. Yet they were, in fact, more than naked eye could detect. My ordinary average appearance is just as much importance today as it had been on any other day in the times past. Now far off, the sounds of footfalls echoed rhythmically like a steady beat of a pendulum swinging back and forth, as the throngs of those coming and going moved quickly along the cobblestone avenue, enveloped in singed silver by the morning mist. At times, the calling voice of a street peddler disrupted the steady flow, but as soon as the hawking cry faded away, it would resume its course. Each morning I found myself setting foot in the Imperial City. I also found my surroundings to be unchanged and stained by the same sombre tone of grey. Snatching up a magazine from the unarmed street vendor, I tossed a few mirror into the left hand poised expectantly behind his back. The Imperial Chronicle, the magazine I've read so often that even the ink bleeds were familiar. Roughly flipping open its cover, I scanned the headlines along the top of its monochrome pages, then suddenly my breath caught in my throat. At the very bottom of the local news page, I found those letters, that sequence of letters which I had not heard nor seen since the time of that life-changing incident. My eyes instantly gravitated to the spot, and for a time remained fixated. I insulinated. The very meaning of those letters became lost to my senses and I stood motionless, my gaze fixed on the same line of text until it all seemed to coalesce into a single blotch of ink. After a few seconds of blank comprehension, my vision settled and I wrenched my eyes to the beginning of the article. As I began to read, my memories verged on a single point of my past, and slowly started to run in reverse, heading for that fateful event 3 years prior when this name was first introduced to me. It was on an afternoon all those years ago, on a day not unlike this one, where the capital was overshadowed by its typical gloomy aura. I was a little younger than now. A 22-year-old boy stood silently in front of the boutique door as usual, double-checking his appearance before lightly treading over to Mitch's Imperial factory. It was on this day that it had been arranged for me to receive a new job from Mitch, the shop owner himself. Although he was a drab middle-aged man, I, being the ordnance enthusiast I was, had found myself as one of his few regular customers. I headed down a dank alleyway, and after passing through a partially rotted wooden gate, I could see the soft glow of the flickering orb of light just outside the entrance of the factory, whose structure was halfway down below street level. I first began receiving jobs from Mitch about the time when dissension began to occur in society of the 100 Days' War. It was during this period that relations between Libel Kingdom and the Empire were at their worst, and the importation of ordnance had become almost non-existent. Conspiring with underground elements and planning a smuggling operation, Mitch made me out to be his accomplice in crime. The job which I received by his hand was none other than that of courier. Being nothing more than a commoner in my teens at the time, I met him in a juvie devoid of any connections in life besides. I naturally jumped at the opportunity without a moment's hesitation. Yet, even after relations with Libel had returned to some degree of normality, I realised I was in no mood to give up my speciality, which focused mainly on the delivery of stolen goods. The reason being, there was no job out there which could bring in the kind of mirror this one did. With an unrefined, inconspicuous appearance, I had countless times before hidden items placed towards my hat and trousers, and made my way hither and thither between the borders of these neighbouring nations. And through my delight, my wallet had become increasingly laden with a bounty of monetary rewards. I'd routinely changed my alias as a precautionary measure. So much, in fact, of these false names have built up quite a list over the last few years. I have been known as Phil, the frivolous Rooney, Trickster, and even Chris, Coward. However, Mitch has always called me by one name, Toby. This was the identity I'd used for my original job, and the one I liked above all the others. Now, I'm not going to read out this one because my throat's killing me now, and that's kind of amusing. But this actually goes into a character we're going to meet later on. And safe to say, I think Mitch is actually the one we have interest in, which is kind of entertaining when you consider it. The way I've heard this go is that this is the same character we see later on in his earlier days in his career, before he became what he is in this game now. Audio skip. I can't tell you for sure. I am under the impression that it is that guy. I'll tell you who it is later when we meet. You actually don't meet him for, don't meet him for a while. That's the only thing. So these all relate to something. Anyway, well, Redmond Rose 2, which I actually really do need to read. There's 20 pages here. Holy Christ. There's a lot here that I need to catch up on. And I can read this very quickly, just scan reading it and just seeing interesting things. But if you want to read it, again, I'm not going to read this one out. I'll ask you to pause it and then read the page yourself. I'm actually kind of in a debate because I want to voice act them, but I also don't want to in case people don't want to read it. So leave me a comment saying if you don't mind me actually reading them out, or if you want me to just shut up and do this. I don't mind either way. It's your call. I'd like to keep my throat safe, but I also enjoy reading this out and voice acting. It's kind of a little thing when it comes to these stories. I do like just this kind of thing. So, yeah. 20 pages. Getting into it. I hope this does relate to CS3, I really do. It comes out in less than a month now in Japan, and there's a few friends of mine that are actually like ready to camp the forums for all the spoilers. And I have a bet with one of them. If you're watching this, you know who you are. We have that bet still, or that deal. Play it by ear, man. Play it by ear. My name is Rose, and imagine our time together will be brief. I look forward to working with you nonetheless. Redmond Rose! That's where she gets the name from. Okay. Right, so on that note, I'm going to call this apart here. What am I going to do in the meantime? I don't actually know. I'm probably just going to, like, grind for materials and money? I will let you know what I've done in the meantime. I don't intend on going overkill with it, but I do intend on getting quite a bit done. Really, the key issue I've got right now is how far is too far. I don't give you tier. Because there's a lot of things I do actually want to get. And it's all a matter of just where's sensible. So, I will leave you with that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been the Northern Crusader. This is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel. And I will catch you next time for more as we do our field study in Celtic. Hope you enjoyed this part, folks, and I will see you next time. As I miraculously change bodies instantly in the same location that I do.
It's my turn.
My turn. Right. Here we go.
I can do this.
Have a good one, folks.
My turn.
Now officially done recording today.